Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. Welcome to my new subscribers. To my old subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support and for watching, commenting, and liking. I appreciate all of you. Before I get started, I just wanted to mention that I am going to be offering private readings this month, mostly for the majority of November. I'm going to be out of town towards the end of November, but if you are interested in a private reading, please email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. Details below the video in the video description. Readings are 30 minutes, and I do offer live Skype readings. My Skype handle is The Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. PayPal to thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. I also offer a pre-recorded video reading that is shared with you on YouTube privately. Those readings are also 30 minutes. However, my rate is now $65. So if you are interested in a reading, all you need to do is send me an email and set up a date and time for the reading. Currently, my live Skype reading schedule is Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am able to accommodate those of you overseas, international people, international folks. And obviously, if you are working during those hours, I can also accommodate an earlier or a later time for you. So this is going to be a love forecast for November for Scorpio. I did see your request. Someone requested Scorpio, and yes, it is your birthday month, so happy birthday, Scorpios. You beautiful, beautiful creatures. So let me go ahead and ask Spirit for some guidance here in the cards, messages in the cards. Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio for the month of November for their love forecast? Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, it's Scorpio Risings. Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio? Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. What are the messages, Spirit, for the love forecast for Scorpio? Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Spirit, please show me the messages for Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Okay, Spirit's telling me I can go ahead and cut the cards. Spirit, please show me the messages for Scorpio for their love forecast for November. What are the messages, Spirit? Okay. Yes, I do have a giant warm fleece on right now because it is absolutely freezing in my tarot reading room right now. Absolutely freezing in here. We're supposed to have temperatures in the 50s, but it's actually in the 40s where I am. So, alright, and yes, we're going to be doing runes today, so go ahead and cast your runes. Spirit, please show me the messages for Scorpio for their love forecast. What are the runic messages for Scorpio? Give these a good shake. Get some energy going in here. Okay. So I do have a rune on your passing card. Passing, and one rune above your, sort of in between your manifest and your present situation. It's kind of floating around there, and then one kind of floating up here by your outcome card. And then, of course, if you're familiar with my readings, I do not read the runes that are upside down because those are the unknowns and our runic ancestors. Our ancestors that read the runes, they apparently, according to runic lore, did not read upside down runes. When the runes were casted, they simply read the runes in their own way when they were upright. So I will treat those as the unknown. So let's go ahead and look at your cards, Scorpio, for your love forecast In the present situation, I do have Death reversed. Your crossing card is the Three of Pentacles. I do see Hagalaz up here, which talks about a disruption or possibly some chaos or disruption in your life floating around. In the root position, you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. In your manifest position, you have the Magician reversed. In your passing, you have the Queen of Pentacles upright. And what is the rune there? I know this rune. Othila. You do have Othila, prosperity. In your near future, you have the Five of Wands. How you see yourself, you do have the Ten of Swords. Sorry, my dog is acting up. In your, how your significant other sees you, you have the Ace of Cups. This could also represent your environment. Your hopes and fears are the Six of Wands reversed. And your outcome is the Tower. Okay, very dynamic reading. First thing I want to say is there are some major changes in the love area coming up for you, Scorpio. That's one of the things that I just noticed right now is I don't know the extent of the explosions or the transformation, but there is a big transformation coming up for you with the Tower and the outcome. So let's get to the nitty-gritty here. In the present situation, or how you see yourself in the present situation, you do have Death reversed. So Death reversed talks to me about, it does talk about transformation. So some part of your life is undergoing some major changes. You, now we are going to relate this back to a love reading. So you may be in the process of letting someone go in the love department. You and your significant other may be undergoing some significant changes together. Let me put this in a perspective so you don't freak out. Some of you may be nearing retirement. So one of you may be getting ready to retire. That is a huge shift in lifestyle. It's a huge transformation. This person would be leaving something behind, okay? And starting something new. Because with death, what we see is really the cycle of life where we have birth, growth, and then, you know, if you plant a crop or something, that crop eventually withers, dies, and then the scythe comes, cuts it down, and then new life can form. So this is really the cycle that I'm talking about, is the end of something that has, you know, passed its sell-by date, now needs to be pruned, and so new life can come in. With the card upside down, it can talk about a blockage, or it can also talk about a literal, someone could actually be passing away in your life. I'm not going to say a significant other necessarily, but it is a possibility. I have seen this card come up for you in your general reading for October, because I was actually reviewing that reading for a client this past week, and she was telling me about how some things were coming true for her. And so anyway, I don't want to alarm anyone. Sometimes when I see this card, it can represent physical death, but I'm not necessarily, this is a general reading. So for those of you out there who don't know this, one, it's not going to be true for everyone. Two, I need a lot of other cards to give me context and to clarify. So as of right now, it's a possibility, but I don't have any cards right now that are telling me if it's a 90% possibility as opposed to an 8% possibility. So a major transformation is happening in your life right now. It's taking a long time. it's blocked in some respect. There's something probably preventing it from happening completely. In your crossing card, this is what's helping or hindering you. Well, fortunately, you have the Three of Pentacles. So this does talk about foundations. Building something in a relationship with someone else. You want to see this card because it talks about building on the pillars of values and spiritual values and moral and monetary values, because we are talking about pentacles. We're talking about the material world. This card represents teamwork, and without teamwork, building anything in a relationship is impossible. So as your challenge is to work with this person through the changes, or if this is you, to find support, to build on what you already have, and to come together as a team, and to really consult your architecture plans, consult your books, consult your knowledge and resources, have a plan, have a vision, and work on that plan and vision. This is your challenge this month. This is what's going to help you. I don't believe this is hurting you. I believe this is helping you. So very good. I'm gonna pull this rune in. It's Hagalaz, and I think it's reversed, just like death reversed here. So what I'm seeing is that there might have been some disruption in your life. Could have been an argument. It could have been something literally being destroyed, like property, house, relationship. Something might have come down for you. But what I'm seeing is that this disruption, I feel right now in your present situation that you're in the midst of it right now. You haven't gotten through it all the way, and you're working on it. You're working on it with this other person. That's your challenge, is to be a team together to work through this, okay? What comes below you is the root of the situation. So I can interpret this as a person or an event, but I can tell you right now what I'm seeing is someone is moving very, very, very slowly and is being very stubborn. And the word OCD comes to mind. It's like every little detail, there's a lot of minutia that you have to wade through. It can be tedious. It can also be someone who's like micromanaging a situation down to the pores of the situation, like looking at every detail. If not an event, like I described, like I just said, Knight of Pentacles would be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm prone to thinking that it's not Virgo, because Virgo is normally this card upright. So I'm thinking like a Capricorn or a Taurus. In that event, they might be very stubborn and slow moving, and they may be caught up in details in their life, like just not able to move forward, stuck. That's what I'm getting. Make someone who's stuck in their life or isn't able to move forward very fast. So in your recent past, yes, I'm going to skip over here. You have Queen of Pentacles upright. Scorpio, again, this can talk about someone who is a mother, who takes care of the house, is excellent with money, provider, financially responsible, beautiful energy. This woman takes pride in her home, takes pride in her appearance. She's the ultimate homemaker, if there ever was one. And I know that, people can say, oh, well, that's sexist. Homemakers aren't, you don't call them homemakers. Well, she takes pride in her livelihood. She's excellent in what she does, and she's, people look up to her because she keeps everything together. So, with this card, I do have this person in the recent past, significant to the situation. She could be a matriarch figure, like I said, a mother. She may be of the Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn as well. Now, what I'm seeing with the rune here is two things. With Othela reversed, this can talk about like an Eight of Cups situation where someone was on a spiritual journey. They may have been walking away from something that was unsatisfying. They may have had to walk away from an opportunity or a person in the past in order to grow emotionally, in order to grow spiritually. It would have been a sad journey. It would have been something that was soulful for them. The other thing that I'm seeing with reverse is Othela does talk about prosperity. And prosperity monetarily, prosperity can just talk about health, wealth, and livelihood. And so in the reverse, I could interpret this as some issues with that. So some issues with earnings, some issues with wealth, prosperity. There could be some emotional issues. Like I said, someone walking away from something or someone that would affect this person. But she's upright, so I think that this person is handling things in a responsible way. I just think that there might have been some adverse circumstances surrounding her. It's a possibility. Let's see. In your manifest position, you do have the Magician reversed. So first thing that comes to my mind is the manifest position, unlike the root position, is what you're consciously trying to bring about in the relationship. And be careful with the Magician reversed here, because this tells me that you are trying to manipulate some situation. Upright, the Magician uses all of his tools: pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. He uses all of his tools to make something happen. And he's a major arcana card, so he's very powerful. I mean, he literally is using magic. When it's reversed, this person could, you could be manifesting something using all of your tools, but either for the wrong reason, like you aren't using your tools effectively, or you aren't leveraging your tools effectively, or you could be manifesting something that's like corrupt or manipulative, like trying to take advantage of a situation, or bending, using your magic for the wrong reason, like not for a good purpose. So just something to beware of. And I am worried because well, not worried, but I do see Hagalaz in reverse here. And it's almost like, I almost feel like you might be trying to affect this change. Like you could be trying to block something from happening, or you may be trying to cause some disruption in some situation on purpose, which I don't want to think that that's the case, but it's definitely pointing to me that if this is what you're trying to accomplish, and then with the Tower here, I am seeing some major transformations coming out of this situation. In the near future, you do have Five of Wands. Arguments, debates, petty arguments, squabbles. This is like getting involved in a situation where it's just a bunch of people arguing and they all have different viewpoints, and you kind of are, you're putting yourself in this situation where it's just going to be a mess. I hate to say it, but you're putting yourself in this situation, and I'm warning you, this is coming up in the future. If you don't want to get involved in an argument, then don't involve yourself in an argument. And here's some ways you can do that. Don't escalate. So if someone's prompting you or provoking you, just stay out of it. Okay? Because I do see that coming up, and with Hagalaz here, I'm prone to think that there's some disruptions coming up in November that could be unpleasant or just annoying you know, to say the least. How you see yourself. Scorpio, you have the Ten of Swords. So you may have felt like you were stabbed in the back, or you may have felt like something ended for you violently. So in a relationship, you may just feel like there's nothing left, nothing there for you to give, or you may be very hurt and feel that it's over. But remember that there's a sunset here, or I'm sorry, a sunset or a sunrise. Either way, something has ended for you personally, Scorpio. This could be a relationship, or this card typically does talk about an ending and the end of a cycle. So effectively, it does talk about a new cycle starting for you. I find it very interesting that this is how you see yourself. And this is how they see you. They see you as the Ace of Cups. So they see you as just overflowing, like your cup overfloweth with love, emotion. You may be very upset. And so the Ace of Cups here represents just tears or emotions, flowing emotions, emotional relief, joy, tears of joy, love. Oh, that's interesting. I am getting emotional upheaval here for you, Scorpio. I feel like there's an emotional upheaval for you because this is how the other person sees you. Especially with this card with the Ten of Swords, I don't think this is tears of joy. I'm sorry to say that. That's my feeling. Your hopes and fears are the Six of Wands reversed. You're fearing that you're going to lose a battle or that you're not going to win. So, upright, this person is parading into town with a laurel wreath, and there's just like ribbons and confetti, and people are acknowledging that this person has been victorious and led their troops into battle. And with it reversed, to me, just talk about fear of like not having that parade, not having that victory where you feel like you're being acknowledged for the wonderful things you've done. And so remember, that's just a fear. Let it go. It's not something that's actually going to happen. In your outcome, you have the Tower. So the Tower as an outcome just talk about major transformation. The Tower means that structures in your life will come down because they haven't been built on solid foundation. And so in a relationship, the Tower can talk about anything from like a major argument to something as serious as, you know, I hate to say it, losing a home, losing a family member. It can talk about anything that would sort of shake you to the bone, shake your structure, shake your life. I do see some major upheavals coming for you and definitely something ending. So I'm not sure what's going on right now, but in November, this is your outcome, the Tower. So do expect some major transformations, especially with death and the Tower. I don't think that things are going to be the same for you in November. Whatever is happening is already happening. Like it's been happening for a while. So November is the month when things are really going to, the walls are going to come down. They're going to crumble down and you're going to have to start over. Okay. You're going to have to start over in some way. So this could, like I said, just be an argument, but it's going to be an opportunity for you to see things from a new perspective. Because after the destruction of the Tower, we start back at 0 in the tarot, which is with the Fool. All right, because this is card 16. So you will have the ability to rebuild your structures after the tower comes down. I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle card. Spirit, please show me the overall message for Scorpio for their love forecast for November. Please show me the overall spiritual message for Scorpio's love forecast for November. And I have got your cards, so let's go ahead and pull your oracle card. The card that I got for you is Dreams Reversed. Vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. Okay, that is card number 23 of the Oracle of Mermaids. Okay. Sleep disturbances, awakening throughout the night, unable to remember or recall or to feel out your dreams, a sense of something being out of your reach. Sleep that is shallow and fitful, or simply proclaiming you do not dream. This is along with denial that you dream or that dreams matter at all could be taking place at the moment. First, change your sleeping environment and begin to soften in your determined opinions. You have dreams and messages that are wishing to speak with you, but it is up to you if you choose to remain deaf to them. I'll read you the extended message. When this card appears, please go deeper into the world of the dream. It may be time to keep a dream journal or to spend even just 5 minutes each morning meditating on your sleeping life. It is unlikely that your mind will have a great deal of information that will be valuable for you. There will be details and imagery, poetry, and symbolism in your dream, and it is a creative, flowing, imaginative, and surreal world you enter when you sleep. Spend some time each morning or day feeling the dream, then musing on its meaning. Do not try to pin it down or it will fly free, eluding you. Have long baths or warm showers prior to bedtime and visualize yourself in a pool before drifting off to sleep. Allow the waters of sleep to take you and the mermaids of dreams to sing to you. I do feel like the spirit world is trying to send you a message this month, and I feel that you will be getting this message through a dream or through a meditation. Another way to invoke these types of messages is by meditating with theta waves on. If you go on YouTube, type in theta waves, get your headphones on, and try meditating and just see what happens. Just see what comes to your mind. You may be getting some psychic messages or some pulses this month. So be open to receiving them and definitely write down whatever you end up receiving, because it may be important to you. Maybe actually someone is trying to tell you something in your dreams. So well, Scorpio, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I do see some tumultuous month, to say the least, coming up for you. But it should be emotionally charged and not boring, to say the least, not boring at all. I think that some things are going to be destroyed, and so some new things can come in their place, if you will. Some things may be ending, and some new things may be beginning for you. Of course, it is your birthday month, so really try and visualize what it is that you want to bring into your new year, Scorpio, and what it is you want to see. So love and light. Thank you all.